Known for its rich cultural history, craftsmanship, extravagance, and brotherhood, Cuttack, an island city lying between the two rivers of Mahanadi and Kattajori, is a home for the world-famous tarakasi or silver filigree. Exploring Cuttack is synonymous to going back in time. It is just not another mere city but an emotion to be felt. The feeling of joy and content that one experiences being in this city is unlike any other. A silver filigree shop can be easily located on the busy streets of Cuttack. There must be at least 100 shops working on gold and silver jewelry. Filigree is a delicate handcrafted form of metalwork, usually of gold and silver. Made with tiny bits, flat wires, twisted threads, or all in combination shouldered together to the surface of an object of the same metal and are arranged in artistic motifs. The 500-year-old art has given Cuttack a special identity at the global platform. Famous for its delicate artistry, elegant craftsmanship, and excellent finish in silver filigree, Cuttack is also known as the Silver City. A little far from these jewelry shops, one can see the filigree work in progress and meet the excellent artisans. Every other house on either side of the narrow lanes can be found crafting various patterns of filigree jewelry. From the Odissi dance to the goddess's backdrop, from ornaments to artifacts, there has always been a demand for silver filigree. The process of silver filigree is one of the most beautiful things one can witness in Cuttack. Mr. Prusty is among the few artisans who is working on filigree since 25 years. They receive silver metals as a part of their order from various merchants and then start working according to the design. The beauty lies in the lace crafted in precious metals. A lot of patience and hard work is required in creating a filigree piece. There is no such industry which particularly aims at filigree work, but it's the essence of the local people who form groups and are involved in this unique art form. The local artisans take an immense pride in crafting and continuing the legacy of this rich traditional art. Usually about 5 to 6 of the local artisans work along with Mr. Prusty. As when more people work together, more task is completed in lesser time. But the coronavirus pandemic has taken a toll over the filigree work and their business is down, which has resulted in the loss of jobs. That is why now there are just 3 people working together. As Durga Puja is around the corner, the artisans are busy preparing ornaments for the goddess. The crown making is in progress and it might take about 10 to 15 days more for the final look. The process of making silver filigree starts with melting the metal into rods. Further, the rods are molded into thin wires and plates with the help of machines. The thickness of the wires depends on the design. The process is carried out in the industries and the silver wires are then given to the local workers to craft them into required shapes. The dedication that the artisans work with is truly remarkable. The intricate detailing which is done with so much care makes Cuttack as a world-famous platform for silver filigree works. Sometimes the customers provide the required designs and at times when they don't, these talented artisans start off by outlining the design. Thus, a good hand in art and a creative mind is the foremost essence of tarakasi. Through the process of burning, the dust and dirt are removed from the filigree and it is then put in sulfuric acid to make it completely pure. Finally, the last step is polishing, which makes it shine. For this crown, the framing is done, now setting is about to happen. The wire put inside is being set, which is the most important part of tarakasi work. In this particular design, the framing, setting of wires and burning are completed. Now it has to be further molded into an oval shape. Then it has to go for polishing and other finishing works. The locals of the Silver City highly appreciate the intricate and beautiful works of the silver craftsmen. Generally, after the Pujo celebration, ceremonies are held to felicitate these artisans for their contribution in making jewelry for the goddess. This time of the year is the busiest for the artisans. They work for 12 to 13 hours a day as compared to 7 to 8 hours on normal day. But it is sad that such an old art form is vanishing day by day, and there is only a handful of artisans left. The next generation doesn't want to continue with this work because of several factors. The income of the local artisans totally depends on the amount of work they do per month. It varies from a range of Rs 5,000 to even Rs 20,000 during the peak season. Thus, sufficient work leads to better income and it is very uncertain. Amid the pandemic, their work is getting affected. To preserve this ancient art form, hundreds of artisans in Cuttack are making persistent effort. With changing times, the demand of customers is also changing. Keeping this factor in mind, the artisans are making research and development accordingly to create a new range of silver filigree products. But they firmly believe that this intrinsic form of craft shall soon make a drastic comeback just like the good old times. Thus, a visit to Odisha is never complete without checking out the filigree items and owning one. Though this art and craft that is prevalent today dates back to hundreds of years, yet they form an integral part of the state in every occasion.